On the 4th of March 1942, a convoy of 3 merchants, escorted by an Australian sloop, are making their way from the Indonesian city of Palembang when they are ambushed by 3 Japanese cruisers and 4 destroyers. Just an hour later, all 4 would be sunk in what would become the ambush of the HMAS Yarra. The Yarra was laid down by the Cockatoo Island Dockyard in Sydney, New South Wales, on the 24th of May 1934. She was launched on the 28th of March 1935 and commissioned into the Royal Australian Navy on the 19th of December that same year. She had a displacement of 1,060 tonnes, a length of 266 feet, a beam of 36 feet, and a draught of 7.5 feet. She was powered by 2 Parsons steam turbines and had a complement of 160. Her armament was simply 3 QF Mark V anti-aircraft guns. In December 1939, the Yarra was attached to the 20th Minesweeping Flotilla. On the 28th of August 1940, the sloop sailed from Fremantle for service on the East Indies station, and she arrived in Aden on the 18th of September, and was then assigned to convoy operations in the Red Sea. On the 20th of October, the Yarra was part of the escort for Allied convoy BN7. And during this convoy, it was attacked by a force of Italian destroyers. These were driven off, with the Italian destroyer Francesco Lullo forced aground. During the action, 2 torpedoes were fired by the Italians at the Yarra, but the sloop successfully evaded both. From March until April 1941, the Yarra was docked at Bombay for refitting, and on the 12th of April, the sloop joined the escort of convoy BP-7 from Karachi to the port of Basra in the Persian Gulf. After arriving in the Gulf, Yarra became involved in the Anglo-Iraqi War. During August, the ship operated in Iranian waters in support of the Anglo-Soviet invasion. The sloop secured several ports and oil-producing facilities, sank the sloop Babur, and was involved in the capture of 2 Iranian gunboats and the Italian ship Hilda. And in November, the sloop was transferred to the Mediterranean and operated as part of the Tobruk ferry service. In December, the Japanese declaration of war on December the 7th saw Yarra assigned to Southeast Asia. She left Alexandria on the 9th of December and reached Java on the 11th of January 1942, where she would commence convoy escort duties. And on the 5th of February, the sloop escorted a convoy to Singapore, the last convoy to arrive before the city was captured by the Japanese. While en route, the convoy was attacked by Japanese aircraft. Yarra shot down 1 and damaged several others, and then rescued over 1,800 soldiers from the burning troop ship SS Empress of Asia. On the 6th of February, the sloop left Singapore with a southbound convoy. Yarra left the convoy when near Palembang to take the tow of the disabled destroyer Vendetta, with the 2 ships successfully reaching Tanjung Priok. I think that's how you say it. The deterioration of the Allied positions in Southeast Asia forced a general withdrawal south. On the 2nd of March 1942, the Yarra arrived at Tiljayap, with the depot ship and king, the tanker Frankol, and the minesweeper MMS 51. And then Yarra was ordered to escort the other 3 ships to Fremantle, Australia. A day later, the ship rescued 40 survivors of the Dutch ship Peragi from several life rafts. Early on the 4th of March, the convoy encountered a Japanese fleet, the cruisers Otago, Takayo, and Maya, accompanied by 4 destroyers. Yarra's commander, Robert Rankin, knowing that it was very unlikely for any of the merchants to survive while in the battlefield, laid down a smoke screen and then ordered the convoy to scatter while the sloop held off the Japanese warships. This was a very heroic move, but which would sadly end in vain, as despite the best efforts of Yarra, the other 3 Allied ships were hunted down and sunk, and Yarra was later sunk by heavy cruiser gunfire shortly after 0800, with only 34 survivors from the ship's company and the Peragi rescuees. After attrition reduced the number of survivors to 13, they were rescued 5 days later on the 9th of March by a Dutch submarine. Yarra is yet another forgotten ship out of thousands that were either sunk, captured, or disappeared during both World Wars and other wars. And that's why I make these videos, to honour the absolute gallantry, bravery, and valiance of those who served aboard all of these warships. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it a lot.